Okay, welcome in social online class, everyone. Look here, today's topic is lesson from lesson 5.3. I'm going to teach you, and major topic was like this: judiciary. In Nepali, न्यायपालिका, न्याय दिने अंग, सरकारको न्याय दिने अंग, न्याय दिने संस्था. The body of the Nepal government which give us justice. Okay, we will discuss here. Its definition also I have brought for all of you. So let's discuss on it. Look here, what is judiciary? First of all, let's try to know what is judiciary. Okay, let me try to introduce you. Judiciary, it's not a new terminology for you. Yes, it's not a new word for you. You have been reading about judiciary, executive, and legislatures since your junior classes, I'm sure. Okay, look here. Judiciary is the system of court. Okay, judiciary is the system of court that interprets and applies. Look here. Judiciary is the system. What sort of system? System of courts. Okay. एउटा अदालतहरूको एउटा प्रणाली हो that interprets, it means describes, and applies, it means implements the law in the name of state. What sort of organ of the Nepal government judiciary is? This is the such organ of Nepal government which which interprets and applies the law in the name of state. Yes, राज्यको नाममा, what does it do? It applies and interprets the laws existing in the nation. In this way also we can define the third major important organ of the government, the third most important organ of the Nepal government, which interpret and applies the law in the name of state, or third important organ of the Nepal government, which gives justice to the innocent people and punishes the culprit. In this way also I used to define in your physical class. Okay. Simply keep in mind, judiciary is the third major organ of the Nepal government, which gives justice to the innocent people and punishment to the culprit by interpreting and applying the law in the name of state. Okay. Now let's go to the heading this regarding judiciary. Judiciary must remain impartial and independent. Otherwise, it cannot give fair verdict. Definitely, it cannot give fair justice to the innocent people. If judiciary is not impartial and independent, judiciary always must be impartial and independent. In the name of in the present context of Nepal, you know that judiciary seems independent and impartial. Is there file case against case against the then Prime Minister KP Sharma Oli in the Supreme Court? Supreme Court gave a verdict on behalf of Sher Bahadur Dewa and his supporting political parties who actually had filed a case against the KP Sharma Oli and his government, whatever steps and works they had done against that. Okay. As a result, at present we have got Sher Bahadur Dewa on the post of Prime Minister because of the fair verdict given by the judiciary. You may not know, judiciary consists of Supreme Court 77, 77 District Court and 7 High Court. Therefore, in simple term, you can in this way also understand what is judiciary means. Judiciary means, judiciary means such organ of government, Nepal government, which consists of Supreme Court, 1 Supreme Court, 77 District Court, and 7 High Court. Among them, Supreme Court, gave fair verdict on behalf of Sher Bahadur Dewa. Therefore, he is the now Prime Minister of Nepal by overthrowing KP Sharma Oli from that post. Look here, there is provision of 3-tier courts in Nepal. Three level of court. Here tier means three level of court is there in Nepal. Number one, Supreme Court. Only one actually Supreme Court is there in Kathmandu. Okay, it represents even federal government, and there are 7 high court. This has been set up there in each and every province. In province number 1, province number 2, Bagmati province, Karnali province, everywhere there are high court. Okay. Similarly, district, each and every district consists of one district court as well. In this way, there are three tier of court in Nepal. Those are collectively known as judiciary in Nepal. I have told you. Now, Chief Justice of Supreme Court, look here. Chief Justice, Pradhan Nyayadhish. You might have heard in Nepali also. Chief Justice means Pradhan Nyayadhish of Supreme Court function as the head of the judicial system. What is judicial system? Supreme Court, High Court, all the district court, and so many other judicial committee forming municipality and village executive comes under judicial system. Okay, and who is the head of the judicial system? Head of the judicial system is the Chief Justice of the Supreme Court. Whoever is the head of the Supreme Court, is the head of all the judicial system, all the High Court and district court. It means district court, High Court, all the judicial committees forming village executive and municipalities has to also work under Chief Justice of the Supreme Court. Such system has been developed here in regard to judicial system in Nepal. Look here. I'm giving you introduction. I'm giving you information, more information on judiciary. Don't forget. Judiciary provides justice. Sure, its sole responsibility is to give justice to the innocent people and punishment to the culprit, I have told you. And even it interprets, explains, describes the Constitution, different schedules, parts, and articles of the Constitution is described, interpreted, and explained, that logically by the lawyers, judges, and Chief Justice and justice of the different courts. And even laws, protect the people's rights. How judiciary, Supreme Court, District Court, High Court protect the people's rights by implementing them, by implementing the laws, by implementing the Constitution. Similarly, it provides freedom and even advises the government if there is necessity of such advices to the government. If present government, which is in the leadership of Sherbadur Deva, require any sort of judicial that advices, I mean, at that time, Supreme Court or District Court or High Court can provide such advices to the present government as well. And even Parliament on legal matter, if Parliament require, it means legislature require any sort of advices there, at that time judiciary can provide such such advices as well. Okay, somebody was trying to join in our class, lost. Anyways, look here, now more information regarding judiciary. I have given you introduction. Simply keep in mind, the third most important organ of Nepal government, which gives justice to the innocent people and punishment to the culprit, is judiciary. Judiciary consists of three level of court, Supreme Court, 7 High Court, and 77 District Court. Chief Justice is the head of the Supreme Court, and so on. Now let's go to the subtopic, another subtopic regarding judiciary. Look here, Supreme Court is the major court, main court, of the judiciary. न्यायपालिकाको मुख्य, that अदालत भनेको के हो? सर्वोच्च अदालत हो, Supreme Court हो. That Supreme Court, it means सर्वोच्च अदालत. Look here, सर्वोच्च अदालत, Supreme Court is the apex level of court in the judicial hierarchy in Nepal. There is judicial hierarchy in Nepal. There are tier of, that court. There are three level of court. It is known as judicial hierarchy also. And in that hierarchy, Supreme Court lies in the highest position in number one. And the courts, the Supreme Court, and the judicial, I mean, the courts and the judicial system come under its control. It means all the courts, 77 district courts, 7 high courts, and other judicial system, other judicial committees forming municipalities and village
What?
executive also comes under Supreme Court. Are you listening? It consists of a Chief Justice. Look here, this Supreme Court consists of a Chief Justice, एकजना प्रधान न्यायाधीश, and other maximum 20 judges, 20 जना अरू न्यायाधीशहरू, one Chief Justice and other judges, 20 judges, and these 20 judges and Chief Justice, form the Supreme Court. There such committee is known as Supreme Court. The court holds a complete power to interpret the constitution. Nepal's constitution of Nepal 2072, is interpreted, described, and explained logically by Chief Justice and maximum 2 judges who are appointed there in a Supreme Court, one of the judicial institution of Nepal, and which lies in the that top hierarchy of judiciary as well. Look here, and even it has a right to interpret the laws existing in Nepal and verdicts. Its verdicts. It means whatever decision Supreme Court gives. Are you listening? Whatever decision Supreme Court gives on any cases, that become the final decision. Therefore, simply keep in mind the decision given by verdict given by that district court and any high court can be the final one. If that person who has filed case against somebody, if he is not satisfied with the decision given by district court or high court, he or she can go to the Supreme Court to file that same case again, again. And whatever decision is given by the Supreme Court, it will be the final. Regarding the, regarding conflict between Madhav Kumar Nepal, especially, Sherbahadur Dewa and his supporting political parties, as well as, that KP Sharma Oli, whatever conflict they had, finally it reached in the Supreme Court. So Sherbahadur Dewa and his supporting political parties leader went to the Supreme Court and filed case against KP Sharma Oli and his government. Finally, Supreme Court gave verdict on behalf of Sherbahadur Dewa. Therefore, Sherbahadur Dewa is present Prime Minister of Nepal at present. I have told you already also. Look here. Therefore, Supreme Court's decision will be final there. It means Supreme Court also inspect, supervises, and provides guidelines to courts, every court, 77 district court, 7 high courts, and different judicial institutions. हाम्रो नगरपालिकाहरूमा नि न्यायिक समितिहरू छ हैन, गाउँपालिकाहरूमा नि न्यायिक समिति छ. It is known as judicial committee. Even those has to work under the guidelines provided by this Supreme Court, not only those 7 high court and 77 district court. Look here, regarding appointment, tenure, and retirement of the different that personnel, different judges of the Supreme Court, what sort of provision is there, has been made in a present constitution of Nepal. Here is given. President, it means our Vidya Devi Bhandari. Mrs. Vidya Devi Bhandari is the present president of Nepal. Sorry, appoints the Chief Justice. Chief Justice is the head of the Supreme Court. I have told you already. Who appoint him or her? Who actually is appointed on the post of Chief Justice? President. President appoints Chief Justice on the recommendation of the Constitutional Council of Judicial Council. Oh, yes, something wrong is here. Okay, this Constitutional Council won't be here. Judicial Council. Look here. There is Judicial Council. Okay, Judicial Council. President appoints the Chief Justice on the recommendation of Constitutional Council. It should be there. Here something wrong is there. Okay. In my point of view, okay, whatever I know regarding this, Constitutional Council, recommends the particular judge who has who has a long time experience in giving justice, working in High Court, Supreme Court, or District Court. Such person is appointed on the post of that Chief Justice is the Constitutional Council recommends him, okay, or her, and President actually appoints that person. Look here, all the judges, including Chief Justice, hold the office for a period of 6 years. It means who is appointed on the post of Chief Justice and judges of the Supreme Court, they can work continuously there as a Chief Judge and judges as of a Supreme Court for 6 years. Their tenure will be 6 years, and they get retired at the age of 65. It is the common rule in Nepal for the government official. You might know as well. Okay, now qualification. Regarding qualification of the Chief Judge and judges of the Supreme Court, what are their qualification? How much, what sort of qualification should they have? Okay, look here. He or she, judge or chief judge can be male or female, it doesn't matter. Therefore, he or she must be a Nepali citizen. First qualification to be the chief judge, chief justice, or judges of Supreme Court is Nepali citizen. He or she should be Nepali citizen. Suppose I have studied law in law campus, okay, in Viratnagar or Kathmandu, and I want to, suppose work on the post of judge of the Supreme Court. What I should be? I must be from Nepal. I must be from Nepal. My parents must have born in Nepal. Even I should have born in Nepal. It means we should be Nepali citizen. Now, next qualification, a person who has worked at least 3 years as a judge of Supreme Court is eligible to be appointed on the post of Chief Justice. Look here, special qualification required. Supreme Court, सर्वोच्च अदालतको प्रधान न्यायाधीश हुन at least that particular judge who has worked in a Supreme Court for 3 years only will be the eligible candidate to be eligible judge to be appointed on the post of Chief Justice. Yes, other person can be there. Okay, who is working as a judge and lawyer of the district court can be appointed directly on the post of Chief Justice of Supreme Court. Okay. Similarly, third qualification of the judge and chief justice of the Supreme Court goes like this. They must have all those chief justice and judges of the Supreme Court must have completed bachelor's degree by studying law. Hey, guys, you listen, class 10. In our school also there is going to be taught the law, isn't it? From this academic session in 11. If they are in our school as well, okay? Just I remember 11. From 11, if you want to also study law, from this academic session, there is going to be launched law, as well, one of the faculty, one of the subject, okay, where you can study law, and in near future you can also work as a lawyer, advocate, judge, chief judge in the judiciary system in Nepal, in the different court and high court and district court of Nepal. Okay, in our school also is launching it. This subject is launching. I mean, who has studied bachelor degree? Who has completed bachelor degree by studying law from any school, college, and university, and who has worked as a, who has worked as a chief judge or judge of a high court for 7 years. Such person can be chief justice or judge of the Supreme Court. It means who has collected long time experience on giving justice, who has worked at least 7 years in that district court or high court as a chief judge or judges. Such person can be appointed on the post of judge of Supreme Court or chief justice of Supreme Court. These are the qualifications. Okay. Now look here, high court. Regarding high court, what sort of provision is there made in our present constitution? Okay, we were discussing about the Supreme Court just a minute ago. Now let's concentrate our mind on high court. You know that there are 7 high court each and every, you know, that each and every, I mean, state wise, province wise, there are different high court. Look here, High Court, Ucha Adalat stand as a second tier judicial body in Nepal. It is in second position. This is the second level judicial system court in Nepal. Each of the High Court has provision of chief judge. Look here, head of the High Court is known as chief judge. Head of the Supreme Court is known as chief justice. This terminology try to keep in mind. Right? Chief judge is the head of the High Court. Chief justice is the head of the Supreme Court. Okay, so High Court consists of one or chief judge and other judges there. Their number that should be provided by the law. I mean, federal law. Federal law, our actually present constitution. How many, you know, that judges can be appointed on the post of actually judge of the High Court? There has been made provision in a constitution. Accordingly, rest judges are appointed, but there at least all chief judge must be appointed on the post of High Court. Okay, as a head of this High Court. This sort of actually provision is there regarding composition of High Court. This is called composition of High Court also. Simply keep in mind, High Court consists of a chief judge and other judges in the number is provided by federal law. Simply keep in mind this thing. Now, regarding appointment and retirement of the judge, chief judge and judges of the High Court, what sort of provision is there in our present constitution? Look here, chief judge and other judges of the High Court are appointed by the Chief Justice on the recommendation of Judicial Council. Look here, Judicial Council. Judicial Council is formed in the leadership of Chief Justice, head of the Supreme Court. Did you listen? Chief Justice of the Supreme Court is appointed by the President on the recommendation of Constitutional Council. Constitutional Council is another institution, you know, governmental institution which is headed by the Prime Minister. But this Judicial Council is headed by the, Chief Justice of Supreme Court, and this Judicial Council recommends, you know, even Chief Justice of different High Court of Nepal, and who is appointed on the post of Chief Justice and judges. It means this Judicial Council, or in this way you can understand, Chief Justice of Supreme Court appoints Chief Justice, Chief Judge and actually judges of the High Court, different High Court, 7 High Court of Nepal. Are you clear? Look here, hey. Chief Justice, head of the Supreme Court, appoints, you know, Chief Judge and judges of the High Court. This sort of actually provision is there regarding appointment and retirement. Regarding retirement, at the age of 63, Chief Judge and judges of the High Court get retired. Okay, this was only I want to say regarding that. Regarding qualification, look here. He or she must be Nepali citizen. This is the common qualification. Indian, Chinese can be the lawyer, judge, chief judge of Nepal. They can work as a government official in Nepal. They must have passed bachelor's degree. Bachelor's degree in which subject? In law, not in English, not in sociology, not in science. Who has studied and completed bachelor degree by studying law, जसले कानुन पढेर bachelor degree सकाएको छ, that person is eligible person to be chief judge and judges of the High Court, different High Court of Nepal. Therefore, there is great scope in even this field. Right? If you want to study law, it is going to be launched from academic session in our school too. Already I have told you. And look here, and must have worked as a district judge as at least 5 years. Who want to be appointed on the post of chief judge and judges of the High Court must have worked as a district judge at least for 5 years. Such qualification required there. अहिले तिमी हामी जस्तो मान्छेलाई लगेर कसैले पनि के बनाउँदैन, चिफ जज र जज बनाउँदैन हैन. यतापट्टि हाई कोर्टको उच्च अदालतको keep in mind. Look here now regarding district court. Look here, there are 77 district court. Let's concentrate mind on now district court. We have already discussed some high court and Supreme Court. Now district, this is the third level of judicial system developed in Nepal. There are 77 districts, and each district consists of one district court. Our Morang district also consists of one district court. It lies in Viratnagar there, you might know. Look here, district court are lowest tier court. All local level judicial institutions established according to the provincial law remain under them. Okay, judicial institution like judicial committee form in municipality, village executive has to work under the district court. It means there is provision of a chief judge. In district also there is appointed a chief judge and one or more judges on the basis of cases in each district court. अब केसहरु कति दर्ता भएको छ त्यसैको आधारमा there will be appointed judges, but there must be appointed a chief judge as a head of the chief district court. Okay, look here, regarding appointment and retirement. Look here, chief judge and other judges of a district court are appointed by the chief justice on the recommendation of the Judicial Council. Look here, again Judicial Council play vital role here, great role here. Judicial Council, which is headed by the Chief Justice of Supreme Court, or plays that vital role to appoint the chief judge and judges of the district court as well. Simply keep in mind, Chief Justice of Supreme Court appoints even chief judge and judges of the district court. I hope you are understanding. Okay, new terminology are here regarding law. Chief Justice of Court, appoints chief judge and judges of the district court. And regarding their retirement, when they get retired at the age of 63. When they attain the age 63, they get retired. Their actually job will be over. Okay. Now look here, qualification. Regarding qualification to be the judge and chief judge of district court, what sort of qualification should be there? Look here. That person who want to be judge and chief judge of district court must be Nepali citizen. Already I have told you, Chinese, Indian, American people can be the judge and judges of the district court in Nepal. Now 20%, look here, a bit different system is here regarding the district court. Look here, regarding qualification, 20% of the vacant post on the basis of evaluation of seniority, qualification and competency from among the officers. They must have obtained the bachelor's degree in law and several or at least 3 years in a judicial institution. Look, hey, regarding qualification, a person who want to be chief justice and judges of the district court should have also completed bachelor's degree by studying law from the law campus and university, and must have work as lawyer, advocate in a different judicial institution, private judicial institution or government institution there, at least for 3 years. Such person who is experienced once for 3 years for providing justice and punishing the culprit one, and who has completed bachelor's degree also by studying law in university and college, can be appointed on the post of judges and chief judge of the district court. And regarding here, 20% of the vacant posts on the basis of evaluation of seniority, qualification and competency from among the officers. It means that at a time that post of the that chief judge and especially judges won't be what to say empty there. पहिलो पटक 20% हुन्छ यो especially मैले अलिकति less information I think I brought over here regarding this that I think better to be clear. Okay, yeah, I got confused. 20% of the vacant posts on the basis of the evaluation of seniority, qualification and competency from among the officers. What does it mean? Vacant posts on the basis of evaluation. It means every year, okay, if I am not wrong, every year के हुन्छ भने 20% पोस्ट चाहिँ खाली हुन्छ हैन. 20% त्यहाँ जजहरूको चाहिँ कार्य उनीहरूको अवधि सकिन्छ, tenure will be over, then those 20% the vacant posts will be fulfilled by evaluating the seniority, qualification and competency from the among the officers, among the that other judges there who has such qualification. Okay, go through the lesson as well. Here I think I have brought less information, so I couldn't describe properly and clearly. Sorry for that. Now look here. Here is also given more information. Now 40% that vacant post on the basis of open competitive examination from the post among the officers who have obtained bachelor's degree in law and so for at least 3 years in the post of gazetted second class of the judicial service. Look here, there was 20%. That 20% vacant post is talking about 40% vacant post is again talking about 20%, 40% vacant post. Look here. There's actually, unique system is applied there to fulfill the post of the vacant post of the empty post of the actually judge and chief judge of the district court there, and this system is here applied. Okay, 20%. Let me check the previous one. Look here, 20%. Judges are in this way. Let me make you clear. Okay, here is clear information, complete information, but I got confused. 20%, judges are appointed on the post of judges there of the district court on the basis of the seniority, qualification, and competency. Are you clear? 20% judges of the district court are appointed on the post of judges on the basis of their seniority, qualification, and competency, and 40% judges, are appointed by conducting competitive examination. Fresh one candidate, suppose you have complete bachelor degree by studying law from any university, you can take part. You can actually fight. You can compete there, and you can grab the post of judge of the district court there. But you must have completed bachelor degree. Okay, and remaining 40% vacant post, it means remaining 40% judges will be, that will be here. Look here, I told you, I think a bit wrongly, 40% that judges will be that appointed on the post of judges by running competitive examination from among the officers who have obtained bachelor's degree in law and served for at least 3 years. Okay, such person who is working in the different government, that judicial institution. Look here, who has been working in the judicial institution, and that they can compete for the post of the judges of the district court. Okay, and in this by applying this method, 40% are appointed. The 40% judges are appointed, and the remaining 40% judges are appointed by running competitive examination from among the citizen. Fresh one candidate who has completed recently bachelor's degree by studying law in a particular from the particular law campus in university. Okay, suppose I have studied law, I have completed bachelor's degree by studying law, I can compete for this post. In this way, that this unique system is applied there to fulfill the vacant post of the judges and chief judges of this district. Okay. Sorry, I was in the beginning confused. Okay, I got confused in the beginning to describe it. Anyways, I completed it. Look here. Who is he? Who is he? Who can tell me? Who is he? Hello, Class-10. Are you there?
Chief Justice.
Yeah, Chief Justice of Nepal. Okay, Chief Justice of Nepal, head of the Supreme Court. Okay, head of the Supreme Court here, who heads the judicial, where here is also given here in province number 1, Tej Bahadur Keshi. He is the Chief Judge of province, High Court of province number 1. Similarly, Surendra Singh Basniat, he is the head of the Chief Judge of the High Court of province number 2. Similarly, other information are also here. There is a less time to look here. Tej Bahadur Mokhtan is the Chief Judge of High Court of province number 3. In this way, I had brought here information too. Okay, something Jabara, I forgot his name. You know that. What? Cholendra
Sir,
Samser.
time सक्यो हैन र?
Okay, time is over. Cholendra Samser Jabara. Look here, let me inform you. Cholendra Samser Jabara, Chief Justice of Supreme Court of Nepal.
नेपाल.
Look here, सर्वोच्च अदालत, Supreme Court. म Supreme Court भनिरहेको छु, सर्वोच्च अदालत. This is the building of Supreme Court. This is the building of Supreme Court. And time is almost over. Therefore, this much for today. Thank you so much. Have a nice day ahead. I hope you have gained some knowledge on judiciary system of Nepal.
Thank you, sir.
Okay, now let me end the class. See you tomorrow.